Picture the scene. A mysterious zombie outbreak has hit the USA, but it's okay, you've got the last seat on a plane escaping just in time. Oh, but I forgot to say, one of the infected is on board too. This plane is going down. Somehow we survive, and it's now a race against time to find a new escape plan and the imminent threat of the undead. Welcome to Dead Island 2. In today's video, the start of a new series, my job isn't just to escape LA, I'm here for the Platinum Trophy, baby. Spending 27 hours completing 46 challenges, including moments like this.
Come on! Come on! Yes! Yes! Yes, dog! It is done!
Yeah, now you know why I don't record my gameplay very often. Anyway, back to the story. I awoke in the plane's wreckage. Somehow, I survived. Before we crashed down, I chose Amy as my character. She had the best agility stats, great crit damage too, but the main reason was her prosthetic leg. If I'm going to be crushing skulls for the next 27 hours, I want to do it Blade Runner style. I found the exit to the plane and met up with other survivors. We all agreed to meet at the house of this very famous actress. Yep, I have no idea who she is either. And immediately we are bitten whilst being a good Samaritan. Luckily there is a plot twist, because our character is immune to becoming a zombie. Perfect. The game begins for real now, and I'm set free in this part of LA, the bit where all the celebrities live. I learn the basics of opening electrical doors and bludgeon every zombie I meet with a pipe. I soon upgraded to a sword and realised 95% of this game is deleting zombies in any way we can. A few jump scares later, and I made it to my new group of friends. They think about shooting me as I'm bit, but luckily they believe in me. I'm immune. Unlike these zombies who I forced through a pool of electricity to see what happened. They didn't survive.
Oh, I'm gonna love this game. I am gonna absolutely love this game. Look at them, they just don't stop.
Once I defended the house, everyone trusted me and the first trophy popped. Welcome to LA. 1 down, 45 to go. As the story progressed, my job was finding other survivors and keeping them alive, whilst also looking for a way to contact the authorities to let them know we're immune. We can be part of a vaccine. The only other time I've seen this happen was in The Last of Us, and that didn't end up being a good idea. By the time we reached the radio to contact the authorities, I'd picked up the coup de grace trophy for using 25 finishes on zombies. It was crazy satisfying. There was also a trophy for making it through the hotel.
Radio. I could contact the authorities with that.
And my favourite trophy popped, the hazardous materials trophy for slaying 100 zombies with elemental damage, like setting them on fire or electrocuting them. I ended up using a swimming pool filled with acid and watched the zombies baptise themselves to get this one. I was honestly getting incredibly good at taking out the undead, so I was pretty hyped when the next trophy pops.
Oh, you sneaky bastard. Oh, come on. Come on. That's the cleanest throw you will ever see.
By the way, I have no idea why I keep teabagging like this when I get a trophy. Sorry about that. Now the basics were learnt, the enemy types began to upgrade and evolve, including these military dudes with grenades strapped to them. One hit and they will explode. Lessons were learned. After a scary bit crawling through a vent,
I feel like Die Hard, but Die Hard... Oh, hello, darling. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be scary.
I made it to the first real boss of the game. Bridezilla had arrived and immediately took out the cake. Becky was a juggernaut, an apex version of a standard zombie, and I struggled to find any weaknesses at all. My tactic was all cardio, get in a few hits and then run laps on the dance floor until I could get a few more hits in. Long story short, job done.
That is your last dance.
Not long after this, I met a YouTuber in a quest named Clickbait.
Don't be shy! I put on my shorts like any other normie! 2 feet at a time!
There's a few occasions in the game where side quests have multiple missions and you really get to know a few of the characters. One of them is Amanda, a socialite obsessed with YouTube clicks. And we join forces and make videos together, like drop-kicking zombies from a rooftop. Oh, I also died for the first time here by falling off the roof. F's in chat. Yikes. Midway through the game, Amanda appears again at the fairground and yet again uses us to take out more zombies. And should we stay dedicated and finish all her missions, the last one hits kinda hard. During this entire process, Amanda had already been bitten and was planning a video where she changes into a zombie and films us taking her out. We had to end our bestie. The trophy is accompanied by Amanda's last words.
Amanda.
And Mom, maybe don't watch this one, okay? love you so much.
Amanda is gone but not forgotten, but YouTubers still suck. After visiting a movie set, we are sent to this house.
It's hammer time.
There are weapons and ammo inside. Up to this point, I've only used melee weapons, and now I was fending off zombies with a rifle. It was a really good mission.
America guns.
Oh, and I also somehow got a perfect dodge trophy for this. I totally got hit, but hey, I'm not complaining. Next, our journey takes us into the LA sewers, and more zombie variants are revealed, like this abomination, a well-mannered, explodey one. Luckily, there's a guy who lives in the sewers, able to save us. I took a little time out here to try and learn to bowl, and I got a strike. It wasn't for a trophy, but I had a good time.
Who needs a ball when you got a sword? Strike!
In the sewers, the story pivoted, which resulted in us getting this ability. Fury Mode. We're a zombie and a human hybrid, and we can destroy anything in our path. And this was linked to another achievement for using Fury Mode to take out 50 zombies. A nice little bronze in the back. I'd now made it to Venice Beach and quickly made friends with survivors in a restaurant. I liked them all except this really obnoxious guy. Thankfully, he wasn't around for long. Here on the beach, I found my first shotgun and used all my ammunition.
Apex Predator, eh?
Oh, an achievement for taking out 10 Apex zombies. Nice. At its core, Dead Island is a scavenging game, and I was programmed to search everything, which led to another trophy, of course.
Yo, bookworm. Because reading is cool, kids.
Our search around LA finally took us to this guy, a doctor. Maybe he's the one who could make a vaccine for everyone and stop this zombie outbreak. But to do that, we need to go into the military zone, which is absolutely packed with zombies. Suddenly, the next trophy popped, stacking the deck. Dead Island 2 has a card system to modify the game. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it does adapt the way you play. By the end of my journey, I had so many cards, I could build a character who could destroy bosses in mere moments. And messing with the cards, a few more trophies popped. Humanity distilled, and down with the sickness. In fact, most of the trophies right now were about scavenging and upgrading, like grabbing blueprints for a challenge, which allowed me to craft better weapons to slay zombies even quicker.
Hey zombie, you're ruining my epic gamer moment here.
And how do you feel about clowns? Because we somehow find ourselves on this rickety old pier to find a laptop. And it's defended by a clown.
No! Climbing on the ride!
This is also a new enemy type, which, when it takes too much damage, will run away and eat one of the bodies on the ground and regenerate all its health. So I quickly realised I had to chase these ones down or restart the fight completely. I took a break from the main path to complete side quests. I'll tell you about one of my favourites. Meet Luther. He's batshit crazy and needs our help. He's lost his bag, so we go and find it. Simple, right? Well, guess what's in that bag? It's his best friend, Byron. Well, his arm at least. And for the rest of the game, if we visit him every so often, he'll be doing different things with that arm, including sharing a bed. I'm not judging, but I really was not expecting this. Long story short, side quests gave me a handful of trophies.
Go Bobcats. Side quest over. GG's. Nice. Oh, making your mark. So that's for completing 10 side quests, I believe.
I was reviewing my footage and I caught myself in 4K playing with the jiggle physics on the beach. I may have issues.
Look at the jiggle physics. Do 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 do. Jiggle jiggle jiggle. Oh, whoops. Sorry, love. Ah, they still work. Do 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 do.
I went on to visit a TV station. I had a fight in the Apple store and I finished numerous story missions and picked up a bunch of trophies. But I won't spoil any of the story that wasn't already in the trailers. Instead, here's some more jiggle physics. Dead Island 2 ramped up in the late stages of the game. It was more like a horror game as I lost my companions and had to go it alone in the pitch black subway. Then there were some of the most tedious flame puzzles in video game history, but luckily I was constantly pursued by a zombie with a green mohawk, and it turned out he was the last zombie I needed to have a full set.
If all goes to plan, this is the last one on the list. Zombologist, done and dusted.
I teabagged him, as is my country's tradition. The final 2 story missions were done and dusted. Who survived and who didn't? Well, you should play the game yourself to find out. But in my version of events, Amy is still here. Dead Island 2 is finished. Roll credits. The thing about trophy hunting is that end credits are rarely the end of our journey. I still had 20 trophies to pop before I could get my hands on the platinum. A gold hit for completing the game, and ooh, shiny appeared for finding my first legendary weapon, a devastating hammer. The grind now began. I needed to complete 40 side missions, which was honestly extremely tedious alone, and that's when the game went to a level of enjoyment I wasn't expecting. Cooperative play. A Discord friend had picked up the game and we jumped in together and honestly had the best time doing the dumbest things ever. We attempted to play baseball with a zombie by first drop kicking them and then swinging for the rafters. I didn't record any audio during this section, but I was laughing my tits off. We also got work done. We did 5 missions together to make sure we got that trophy and revived each other 5 times for that one too. But without a doubt, Dead Island 2 is at its best when you play it with someone else. Although, yes, it's not the most reliable game in the world, but still so much fun. After hitting rank 30, leveling up my character to the fullest, back on the grind I went for side quests. And everything I did was linked to a trophy. The weapons I used, the money I picked up on the ground, a constant stream of trophies popped, including a zombie challenge I never knew I had.
On Safari. Okay, don't know what that is, but thank you very much for the silver.
And side quests for specific people I never realised were important. There was even one for finding keys and opening lockboxes. Oh, and so many fetch quests leading to another memorable mission for this lady here. An artist
Hand over those zombie parts.
who is using the zombie uprising to make something, well, see for yourself.
How does it make you feel?
Like I've done a terrible thing.
Gore horse. Lovely.
A horse is made out of body parts, and I was the one who got all those body parts for her. I was closing in on the sacred platinum, but still had a handful of trophies that eluded me. The main issue was this list of challenges I needed to complete. It seemed endless, but luckily about 95% of that were done naturally by just playing the game. But some were so unique they needed to be thought through. Like the ninja challenge to dismember 3 zombies in a single shuriken throw. I failed this so many times and the wait for the cooldown was just pain.
No, I'm sick of this now. I've had enough of this trophy.
But after too long, I did it.
Is that it? That's it. That was it. That was it. That was 3. Yeah, ninja trophy. Well, not trophy, but ninja challenge. You get what I mean? Woo!
Sometimes I get overexcited, okay? The next problem I faced was these guys. Zombies that mutate into big hulking great juggernaut-like beings that try to eat you alive. My task was to take one out before they changed. It took me time, but I realised they all look the same, they all wear the same, and I went in with a plan. And I'll be honest, I got this trophy without even realising, just shooting a zombie in the head.
Not my final thought. That was a mutator!
But I'm not complaining. Finally, I sold a bunch of weapons to finish the survivor challenges off, and I only needed one more task to get the last 3 trophies. I needed to yeet a weapon so far it hit a zombie in the head. And to do this, it had to be at least 35 meters away.
Yeet! Okay, so that, but from 35 meters away. Yeet! Oh, well, that was just pathetic. Right, Excalibur, you are my weapon of choice. That, but from further away. I can do this! Be better! Come on. Well, that sucked balls.
This took me longer than it should have, but yeeting random weapons until I realised something important.
Spear. Oh, of course. I should be throwing spears. I should be throwing spears, not every other weapon there is. They're made to go further.
With this newfound knowledge, the moment came.
Yeet! Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes! Yes, dog! It is done and dusted. I have done this game. It is complete. Donkey dog. Zombie-sidal maniac. They call me a zombie-sidal maniac. Who do you voodoo, bitch? Done and dusted.
The journey was over. 46 trophies in 27 hours. Dead Island 2 turned out to be one of the best times I've had in years. It may not have the depth and complexity of other games, but it sure nails zombie apocalypse mindless sandbox fun. And of course, those awesome jiggle physics. I'm Adam, you're awesome. What shall we platinum next? Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
Oh, hello. Damn. Holy crap, what were you packing under there? Whoa!